Welcome back, and there's some latest news coming in. This concerns the case of Mahua Moitra. After the cash for query case, the Trinamool Congress has given a new role to party MP Mahua. She has been appointed the district president of Krishnanagar, the Nadia North. Speaking about the new role, Moitra has said that she will always work and pray for the people and the party of Krishnanagar. That's the word coming in from her. But this is in some way an endorsement from the TMC, a new position being given at a time when Mahua Moitra is facing one of the biggest challenges that she has seen in her political career. It only shows that TMC is backing her. And more importantly, there is some sort of support coming in from the party. Of course, there was a statement of Abhishek Banerjee that had come in. But in that statement also, it said that Mahua Moitra is capable of fighting her own battles, maintaining an arm's length distance from Mahua Moitra and saying that she is somebody who has been targeted. But let's see how this really transpires. We'll try and get more reactions and our reporter on this entire story. TMC has given a new role and responsibility to MP Mahua Moitra, who is facing an ethics panel right now. There was a 500-page report that was given to the speaker, and in that report it was recommended that she indulged into certain malpractices and some certain inappropriate behaviors, considering the fact that the login ID and password for her MP account, where she was allowed to post questions, was given to third party, and that was in lieu of some kind of kickbacks that she received. The man in the eye of the storm, Darshan Hiranandani, was not questioned by the ethics panel. Pallavi with us on the broadcast. Pallavi, should this be seen as TMC backing Mahua Moitra, or at least signifying that even at this point, where she is facing a big political challenge of her career, the party stands with her? How much should we read into this appointment?
I would say it's a very, very significant step which has been taken forward, because remember, there was a time when this controversy first broke out. No one from the party was willing to talk, leave alone even back her. And finally, when they did, they said, you know, we're looking at the details of the investigation. Depending on what the investigation comes out is when we are going to decide what further action has to be taken against Mahua Moitra. But I think the turnaround moment was a couple of things very quickly. The ethics committee meeting, when she walked out and she said that she was treated in a very derogatory manner, very personal questions was asked of her. And the second, of course, is that Abhishek Banerjee, no less, stood up in support of her, saying that ethics committee is mired in politics. There's a political witch hunt which is taking place against her. And I think that was a cue enough for the party. There was always this speculation that for 2024, will she be given a ticket in case she's not convicted and just disqualified? I think the indication is clearly that the Trinamool Congress is going to use this to their advantage, to make the point that anyone who raises a question against the government is always victimized. And I think more importantly, to the voters of Krishnanagar, Nadia specifically, have been given the message from the party that she is very much here to stay. She's been made the district president, which means it's a very, very strong indication coming in from the TMC that they are definitely supporting her.
They're definitely supporting her. Kamalika, an important appointment within the party. The timing of it makes it far more crucial.
Absolutely, because the Lok Sabha polls are coming, and Mahua Moitra is now obviously Trinamool Congress will project that she is a victim. But if you see what the National General Secretary Abhishek Banerjee stated about Mahua Moitra, is she can fight her own battles. But the fact that she is a victim of politics, and the fact that she has raised question against government, the central government, that itself is a big point. And he compared it with the other people who have raised several, who has made several statements, but they are from the central government, and what happened to them. So definitely, number one, she is a victim of politics. Number two, she is a woman. And that while the ethics committee meeting took place, that day it was very clear that Mahua Moitra was heckled. That's what the Trinamool Congress point of view was. And if we see on ground in Nadia, the fact that what the allegation is against her is not important. But in Nadia, in her own constituency, she has become a person who is fighting Narendra Modi in every way. So there is one of the points which is a scoring point for Trinamool Congress. And rightly making her the district president is a big step that the Trinamool Congress has taken by showing that whoever is going to attack the central government, whoever is a victim like this, will be getting this support, because the public support on the ground is required.
The public support on the ground is required. Pallavi, when this entire controversy was unfolding, There was this one criticism that was coming from Mahua Moitra that she's taken it too far. And in fact, people within her own party are not really supporting her. But it seems that towards the fag end of the controversy, especially when that entire snooping controversy came to the front, there were various MPs who had tweeted out and said, look, there was an attempt to snoop on our phones. There was support that was pouring in for Mahua Moitra. When you go back in hindsight, when you look at the manner in which the saga unfolded, is it true that Mahua Moitra seems to be getting now some kind of support from within her party and also from within the opposition camp?
Technically, this is a very interesting development which actually took place with Mahua Moitra. Because when what actually happened, the allegation, this cash for query thing and all these things, these are certain things which Mahua Moitra can handle it technically in her own. That's what has been always the stand of the party. That's still now the stand of the party. But at the same time, Mahua Moitra has been made the victim of the entire politics. That is where Trinamool Congress is projecting it. Definitely, when Mamata Banerjee did a press conference, Mamata Banerjee sided by Jyotipriya Mollik, who was arrested. But Mamata Banerjee did not say a word on Mahua Moitra when this ethics committee meeting was taking place. But on that very day, when Mahua Moitra stated that she was heckled by the ethics committee and she was a woman, she was heckled like this, then that is the point where Trinamool Congress came out
just pause your thoughts there for a moment, Kamalika. I'll come back.